Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, shall we? Picking up where we left off with our Poltergeist Alchemist. So let's just take inventory. You can see, running along the top of the screen, we have many consumables, evocables. We've got wands, we've got scrolls, we've got potions. We're doing good in that respect. We're full piety with Vehement, which is excellent because we get these like insane permanent spells up here, Firestorm, Polar Vortex, and Shatter from Vehement. We'd love Firestorm, however, we're 100% fail on it. It's a little outside of our reach. We are currently training spellcasting just to get some more mana. And with those magic points, we can cast more spells. But this will also make some of our spells a little easier to cast. We could go back into fire magic, but we took it up to almost 19, which is pretty good, given that we have a -1 aptitude. So, we could raise conjurations up a bit. But for the most part, it's okay. And the spells that we're, casting right now, we've got Ignition, which is a full-screen 8th level nuke at 5% fail, which is reasonable. Fireball, our primary nuke. We've got full-screen Poison with Olgreb's Toxic Radiance. We have a short range, Irradiate, which is very powerful. We can blink. We can confuse. We got a little ice. Feeling good-ish. And we have the Barnacled Rune with this character. So we've got 1 rune. We need 2 more. And we're trying to figure out where do we want to go to get the next 2 runes that we require. So if we look at our paper doll here, you can see we're 18th level. We have 16 armor class, 16 evade, 17 shield, 26 whopping intelligence. Hermie, good evening. Good to see you. And I have a lot of nice items. We're trying to perhaps find some more artifacts, but overall, pretty reasonable set. We're full on resist negative energy, can't be poisoned. We resist electricity and corrosion, 2 pips of resist fire, no pips of resist cold, which is a little scary. We're very sneaky, not great on will saves. And we fly. We can't take damage from torment. So, that's happening because we're a ghost. We also have the ability Cacophony, which kind of like throws our armor around to damage and distract enemies if we need it. Now, the spider nest almost killed us the last time we went into it. And I'm a little wary, but I think with Irradiate, we have a better chance. Ronnie, good evening. Good to see you. I don't feel like it's a perfect chance, but I feel it's okay. And I did go in there and just nuke some stuff. So let's see where the enemies are. Okay, so they're still here. They're everywhere. The Entropy Weaver I don't like seeing. So, I'm going to just go ahead and ignite. Alright, that kills most stuff. The spiders don't, but this guy is an absolute jerk because he corrodes you. I'm hoping that is the solution, Hermie. Alright. Now all the spiders are dead. It's just me and this Entropy Weaver. And Irradiate should do the trick here, and it does. So all the spiders currently around the doorway are dead, including that annoying Entropy Weaver. We're going to go back up, just get some MP back, and when we come back, we're surrounded, but we'll just irradiate. Now, Emperor Scorpion is a problem. They can't poison us, but they hit hard. They have a lot of hit points. So I think I want to just fireball this idiot. And then, okay, there's an orb weaver, so we certainly want to ignite. Ignite. Oh, it looks like I miscast it. Ignite. And ignite. And irradiate. And irradiate. Good. So, again, this is still really, really difficult. Hey, Victory, good evening. Good to see you. Way too many. We've got scorpions. This is still challenging. Even with the spells that we have, because there's so many enemies on this floor, our spells are quite noisy. So we're bringing in lots of spiders from all over. But we've managed so far. Irradiate kind of cleans up the trash nearby, which is great. And we also are getting our spell points back mercifully from Vehement, which, you know, I'm happy about because I don't have that many spell points, so as many as I can get is useful. There's one spider down there. We got it. All right, I'm going to leave, and I'm going to just get my magic points back and go in. Okay, orb spider, not great. So he's going to try to, you know, throw an orb of destruction at us, but we killed him before that became an issue. All right, darts of... So, Hermie, you're asking a great question. Vehement is the top pick for a spellcasting god, if you're trying to nuke. There are other picks that you could go with that would be better, you know, perhaps... But I like Vehement because it boosts your conjuration so significantly. And it gives you spell points back. Now, additionally, Sif Muna is probably not as good, but is also a good spellcasting god. The nice thing about Sif Muna is she offers you lots and lots of spell books, so you can basically get access like to every spell. So if you're looking for particular spells or you want to go with a wider, you know, library, she's nice. And there's other gods too that wouldn't help with our spell casting, but would have just helped us in general, you know. But to answer your question very quickly, yes, Vehement is the one I was looking for as a spellcaster, and I'm very happy that we got it. And it was one of those things where it's like, if we didn't get it, we probably would have considered re-rolling, you know, at some point. Let me see if there's anything I want to just get rid of here. Yeah, brand weapon. I really don't think I'll need vulnerability. Well... It might help to make the enemies vulnerable. I certainly don't want potions of attraction. But I'm not thrilled about, like, I don't really need an amulet of the acrobat, you know, either. So, there's that. Yes, exactly, Hermie. I mean, Steel Barb Worm. Okay, what are you all about? You don't look cool. A large worm... covered with hard, spiky metal plates. Despite the apparent heaviness of its outer armor, it's rather fast. So, it has a little resist fire, but no resist poison. So, I can just poison it, and that should really mess with it. And if I put fire on it while it's... I can actually probably just try to confuse it, too. I'll step back. Yeah, there it goes. It's confused. If I put fire on it while it's in the water, it takes the extra damage. Yeah, we don't need attraction. Just friends is fine. I really don't need to pull anything toward me. I actually never want to do that. Wand of Mind Burst is great. That can absolutely blast stuff. We'll just... Electric eel is no problem. Okay. Oh, no, I don't want to adjust items. Recognized items, no. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I just don't want this. Sometimes there's an easier way to get rid of stuff that you don't want so that you'll never pick it up again. I don't think Potion of Might is helping me. But yeah, I don't want that Potion of Attraction. Okay, fine. Fine. I'll just have to deal with it. Alright, I'm flying around wildly, picking stuff up, and, you know, not stuff that I really need, but we'll make do. Alright, that's the first floor. Another worm. We'll just, actually, I'm going to start with Mephitic Cloud. Just all over his area. Poison. Hey, Sid, good evening. Good to see you. Poison actually works pretty well in general against these guys. And then, of course, there's Irradiate. So again, scary, but now that we're done with the first floor of the dungeon for the nest, you'll notice that we have multiple staircases that we can take, which makes our job a lot easier. It's so important to secure the staircase if there's only one, and so it was really hard at the entry, but we've got, looks like 4 staircases down, which is great. This one is fine for now. We killed some stuff around. There's a jumping spider. Let's kind of fireball it. Again, I'm going to be using fireball a lot here, but unfortunately it's just so loud. And the spider's nest is just filled with so many idiots. Yeah, these wolf spiders are really kind of like unbelievable jerks. There we go. A storm talisman, potion of haste. This guy came out of... Yeah, they just do that. They just kind of come out of the webs and annoy you. I killed that guy with my staff. I just swung at him. He was not happy about it. Alright. Snail is annoying. He's going to try to slow us down. I mean, he will slow us down. Just when he's on the screen, that's just what he does. Moth of Wrath is scary, but dead now. Moth of Wrath in this place can absolutely annihilate you. I know my pack is full. I don't want another one of these rings. Here we go. Here we go. This is the screen. I was looking for this. So I can toggle auto pickup on or off. So I don't want Amulets of Faith to be auto picked up. Amulets of the Acrobat. I actually don't really want any. rings. Select all with quotation marks equals. Well, how am I supposed to push both of those keys at the same time? I don't really like that. There we go. Select all with just one. That seems good. Brackstone, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Good one, Herbie. That's true. I do not any longer want brand weapon. I do not want enchant weapon. I do not want attraction. I do not want... I don't think might is going to help me. Yes, yes, Brackstone. It is... This does precede Zorbus by quite some time, but it at the same time, Zorbus is in that vein of a classic roguelike, and Zorbus is also awesome. I should check it out and see what the updates are like. There's nothing wrong with emulating a classic roguelike. And I think I'm okay with the rest of the auto pickup. That looks good. Alright, I just always ignore that. Thank you. Yeah, that game is so much fun. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of... Ooh, I got a scroll of acquirement, and I didn't even realize it. How about that? Hey, it's your, not your. What's up, my friend? Good evening. Good to see you. I'm going to tell you what. We hit the jackpot with that scroll of acquirement. We need to use that in one moment. I just want to get rid of some stuff, like this potion of attraction. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and read acquirement, and oh my goodness. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to tell you I'm going to take the manual of spellcasting because that's, like, very, very good for our character. This triple crossbow of electrocution is nuts. Like, if I had a character that could use a crossbow effectively... Oh, this thing would just be ripping enemies apart. It's a very cool item. This ring is okay, you know? It's not actually horrible, but the manual is where it's at. So we're going to pick up the manual, and you can see that now that we're studying spellcasting, we get a +4 to our spellcasting aptitude, which is a net +3, so that we can start training this at a 7.1 cost. Oh, sorry, Sid. I hate that. Alright, we're going to go ahead and poison... That's a good question, Hermie. So it just has a set amount of time. Your is this one. This is my favorite traditional roguelike. I mean, there's a lot that I enjoy, right? I like, you know, Adam, Caves of Cud, Tales of Majile, you know, Zorbus we were just talking about. There's many that I enjoy, but this is my favorite. It's the one I keep coming back to. So, if I look at my inventory, and I go all the way to the bottom to the manual... Oh, wait a minute, where is it? Thought that they put those at the bottom. Oh, it actually might not even be in my inventory once I've started to read. Let me see if I can find it. No, yeah, it's not there anymore. It's kind of consumed. Crab, good evening. Good to see you. So that's a great question, Brackstone. So, acquirement has a list of options, and it's basically like it has a pool of choices, and you get to select. It's gone through some iterations. It used to be totally random, and you never knew what you were going to get. Now it's much better because you can choose, which is phenomenal. Hermie, yes, correct. I just can't remember how much. So it says right here the bonus from the manual is in red. So it lasts for... It'll tell you when it's worn out, but it lasts for a good bit. Yeah, Majile is great. I'm actually thinking about playing Majile next for Roguelike Mondays once this character's run is finished. Demonic Crawler is a really annoying enemy, and we can't poison it, but we could certainly fireball it and irradiate it, and then it didn't like that at all. It used to be that way, Brackstone. You used to get stuff that was just garbage, like that, where it was like it could have been a game-breakingly good item or something not great. But the fact that you get to see some choices is so much friendlier and just more useful than it was in the past. Hey, Fading, good evening. Good to see you. Uh-oh. Sid, be safe, my friend. I gotta hit this Simulacrum. Simulacrums are really annoying. They can hit way harder than you would think that they should be able to. Oh. Fading, I am sorry to hear that. Those named enemies can be so brutal. That sounds fun. No spending with Gozag. What do you do? Just use the extra gold to buy stuff and then... Do you mean no gold spending in the shop or no gold spending on Gozag's abilities? Oh, until max level. Okay. Now that I've never done, Ronnie. Okay, we got marked. We got a bail. So we just got marked by the Malevolent Force, and we're going to need to find a different staircase to get down here. Because, oh, here's the Frost Cave. Now, the Frost Cave can be diabolical, but I have a lot of fire. And so I'm going to hope that we can just melt the stuff. You know, and sizzle it. Yeah, this is going to be a problem, though. So if there's ambient... I don't have any resist cold. I do have something that gives resist cold. Where is it? I might remove my ring that gives me cold vulnerability. Yeah, I do. But I think that I have something else. I could quaff a potion of resistance as well. I only have one. Alright, so what I'm going to do is put on a ring of wizardry instead of my fire resist. So now you could see I have cold resistance. I have no fire or corrosion, but I'm better against cold. Now also, what you could see is with wizardry, Firestorm becomes 90% failure. So totally able to cast it whenever I want. Alright, we just have to wait for these annoying, like, death clouds to get out of the way. I'll go over here, see if there's anything. All right. So simulacrums, the game is just like, don't let them get adjacent, basically, and kill them with fireballs. Hey, look at that. They've got a buckler of cold resistance. Now, actually, I think, though, my buckler is like an artifact, isn't it? Yeah, my buckler is better because it's +5 and it gives 6 magic points and 3 strength. So that's cool that that exists, but I'll pick it up just in case. Didn't I just tell you that we don't want simulacrums to be adjacent? I mean, look how hard these idiots hit you. If it's far away, not an issue. There's Super Buddy. Uh-oh. Dire Elephant? God. Scary. Alright, so... just no more simulacrums at point blank. Man, they're so hard. My spellcasting is going up nicely, though. You see, I have 49 magic points. Alright. Man, this thing is much bigger and fuller than I kind of thought. I gotta back out. I'm out of magic points. Okay, we got amnesia. We're in the freezing vapors. I actually don't think this is the way I want to go. No, they're not. They're not really. Yeah, they're kind of like animated ice sculptures that are hollow. They're almost like ghosts that are just like frozen. Hey, Axeman. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you. But they're just able to hit just way harder than they should be because they do cold damage. It does. I feel like my character should be slip sliding. Oh, we've got an obsidian statue. That's not cool. Alright. So, we can't really go that way unless we want to fight an obsidian statue. Oh, I'll give you some deets. The deets are, it's bad. Hey, Lexi, good evening. Good to see you. Just playing some classic roguelike here. So, the obsidian statue doesn't see me, but I'll show you. It's a beautiful statue of an unknown origin, jet black like a tear in reality. Its eyes glow with an otherworldly, malignant radiance. It has about 70 hit points. It has incredible resists, and it can summon demons, minor demons. It can mesmerize you, and it can destroy your summons. So, Axeman, we're playing No Man's Sky tomorrow, my friend. The problem is because it resists pretty much all of my damage, I would have to stand there nuking it, and it would just start summoning demons, which is just not ideal. So I could fight it. I don't know if you can phantom mirror a statue. I do have electricity, however, this dude, he has resist electricity. So it's just like, I just don't think it's worth it, considering all I can see that he's guarding is a magical ring. Now, I do have a wand of digging. Let me see if I can dig through this. Okay, I can. All right, well, I still see the statue, which stinks, but this will let me at least see if there's any treasure in here that's good. All right, that was unfortunate. I don't think that there is. I think it's just the ring. Yeah, as near as I could tell, it's just that ring. Unless there's some stuff behind it, maybe? Like over here? He sees me. Nah, there's nothing. Alright, there's nothing. He summoned a demon, by the way. Oh god, he's summoning lots. Alright, we gotta get out of here. That guy's immune to fire, which is not great for us. However, he should not persist forever. You know, they don't appear to be the nice kind. I think we just leave. So we explored the whole thing, which these can be a death trap. And I'll take it. I don't think I missed anything else, but this is the way out. All right. Oh, okay. So here's Jorgren. Now, Jorgren is red, which means he's super, super hard. Yes, Axeman, 100%. So he has some spells that would blast us. He is... I don't know what his resists are. We could certainly try that. I think if anything, no, we can't hit him with that, but can we hit him with the condenser vein? We poisoned him. I'm just blasting him with electricity. He's dead. So he's really, really hard. But we got him. All right. So these enemies are really annoying because they can smite you, which nobody cares for. The problem with those Malais is they do smite, which bypasses all armor, and they'll like grade as gray enemies, so you think that they're not hard, but their smite makes them really, really difficult. Rad Roach. We got a Fallout enemy here. Man, this Rad Roach is still alive. Okay, good, Fading. They used to be so brutal, and there'd just be a pack of them. Ooh, I'm being watched by something. That isn't good. Oh, there's somebody near me. Something. Oh, there's a... Something... What is that? Ghost spider. There's something that's sapping my magic. Yeah, ghost moth. Okay. That did not work. This is annoying. So, what I'll have to do is... I'm teleporting. I'm going to need to basically wear my ring of See Invisible to make sure we kill that. They're the worst for spellcasters because they drain our energy. There we go. I want Firestorm. Yeah, it just kept taking my mana. They're not friendly. So you have to be able to see them. I don't think there's another one, so I can take off this ring. But they're annoying. Okay. So, speaking of Firestorm, it's still 99% failure. Our manual of spellcasting is still working. We're up to 14 on spellcasting, which is quite good. Yeah, they're definitely in the bottom vault. I guess you're right. Yeah, it was from a scroll of requirement, Fading. What is this? Why does it have this little aura? That would not be good, Hermie. That scares me. I got hit right there by an orb of destruction. You could see that. 4 exclamation points. It did about 90 damage. It could have one-shot me potentially. I don't know if it could actually one-shot me, but that was not good. Yeah, it came back as a simulacrum. Something did that to it. Yeah, so whenever we see those orb weavers, we've got to burn them down immediately. It just didn't die. Like, I cast, one of my preferred spells, and it just wasn't enough. So I'm just nuking the entire screen with an 8th level spell, but because Vehement gives me spell points back, for each death, I'm able to just kind of spam it. I gotta go upstairs. And get my spell points back. Yeah, this open layout that Hermie mentioned is really scary, but it does work very well for ignition. Like, if I could see everything and ignite it, and it's good. It's a good thing. Just kind of slowly scoping it out, keeping the staircase around. I got another scroll of blinking, which I always like. Okay, so you see this stonework here? It's vaguely scary, so we're going to kind of make sure that we are pulling the enemies out of this. Hey, Sed, good evening. Good to see you. Teleport. Okay. Tarantula. Alright, that is a orb spider. We gotta kill it. We did. Brackstone, in this case, it's not necessarily higher level mobs, it's just going to be a concentration of them, because we may be getting closer to the rune that they're protecting. God, that Emperor Scorpion, so deadly. Oh. Ghost Moth. Oh, there's two of them. Okay, so this is what Fading was talking about. There's two here. I have no magic left to speak of. I can use my Condenser Vein, which I will, and hope to kill some of them, but we're going to basically have to just come back at another time. I can, though, use electricity, which isn't the worst idea for a little bit. This gets stronger the more I use it. Alright, so we almost got them with just a lightning rod. And I can now just use something like Mind Burst. Oh wait, what is the chance of Mind Burst on you? 30%, yeah, it's not good enough. But Ice Blast is okay. Nah, it's going to hit me. No, it's not okay. Alright, that was Quicksilver, dead. Ghost Moth, dead. No, it like blinked away or something. That's fine. Okay. So, the Ghost Moths, I think, are dead. And now there's a Broodmother, a Rad Roach, but I have no magic. So, Teleport is probably safe right here. It is, Hermie. And that's why we, oh, spellcasting is no longer... The manual is done. We got spellcasting to 16, but it's time to switch. So I'm going to probably switch... We could just... Yeah, Conjurations looks reasonable for a bit. We could just try to ride Fire Magic all the way to the end, but I think that there's so much to gain in Conjurations. There's always, as well, fighting, dodging... Just, you know, put on top, maybe more evocations, which we're talking about with wands, but I think we're okay. Now, It is fading. You're right. We need it. I like to be on the road to Firestorm. Now, you'll notice right there I got 4 magic points back. That's because I killed something, and Behemoth was happy about it. So if I kill stuff with my wands, I can get some juice. I think the Broodmother just summoned a orb spider by me, which is, like, unbelievably bad. Okay, now what I did was I Toxic Radianced, and then we killed the Broodmother, which killed all of her summons, I believe. So it's kind of fun down here. I used my Condenser Vein. You could see that there's just, like, all of these random clouds of death that the enemies have to go through. Yeah, the zoomies are great. So that's just me and this Radroach. Now, Radroaches are actually very, very strong. He's poisoned, though, so we can poison the guy. They just have a lot of hit points. So, we'll pay attention to that, but we're going to go ahead and then just probably Ice Blast it. And it's almost on us. Ice Blast again. Dead. Okay. Now I'm just going to walk away. Just walk away casually. And we're going to go upstairs and get our magic points back. I want to put on my better ring. But as Fading pointed out, we need to be able to see the ghost moths. So we got to keep seeing invisible. Here we go. There it is. There we go. Oh, great, Ronnie. I really hope that helps relieve your pain. All right, we're going to move. Oh, God. They're everywhere. Ignition. Save us. Where'd that guy come from? Man, that guy's a jerk. I think he came out of the web. They can do that. They can just pop out of the web, which is less than ideal. So we want the File of Floods. We got to drop something. I think this Buckler of Cold Resistance, I don't think we need it. You know what? I'm going to drop the Throwing Net. Get the File of Floods. And I'm just going to go ahead and quiver. Ignition. See how that works. There it is, everybody. Oh, look at that hat. Said, yeah, that's a good point. I don't even want to think about that. But there is a artifact hat and the rune. So I'll take it. Aww. This hat stinks. It's like anti-caster hat. But we'll take the Gossamer rune. So the Orb of Light, Orb of Energy, nah, it sucks. A shield is so good. Let me see if, just verify this. So this says, it may silence you when you take damage. Yeah, that's the worst hat ever for a spellcaster. We don't want to have anything to do with it. And we got to get off that. All right, Sid. I hope they pass by quickly, my friend. We did it. So, horrifying, but done. We're done with spiders. And I'm going to put back on our ring, like so. I know, it's the worst. The worst hat. Okay, so where do we want to go? We've cleared... We haven't cleared the Elven Halls yet. We could go in there if we want to get loot, but I don't think we need it right now. We've cleared the lair. We've cleared the shoals, got the rune. Cleared the spider nest, got the rune. I could actually consider... I never consider the slime pits. Never. But what if it's okay? What if the slime pits are okay considering I can't be poisoned, I can't be mutated? Like, is that enough to make the slime pits reasonable as a target? The vaults has a rune, right? So we could do the vaults as well. I don't like the vaults. Yeah, as a ghost, I can't be mutated. I can't be hit by torment. I can't be hit by really negative energy. I don't have resist corrosion, I don't think. Let's just do the vaults. It's a straightforward one. At least I can poison these idiots. This guy must have plate mail of poison resist. Let me see. Yeah, you always can tell when some orcish idiot is, like, not getting poisoned. Yeah, good idea, Fading. Is because they have poison resist. They're like, I have resist. I don't have enough magic. Man, that stinks. Well, ironically, he wasn't good that time, Hermie. I used a Phial of Floods and blasted him. He is dead. So you might ask, why am I continuing to fight right here when my spell points are out? And that is because this is the only entrance. So I really, really need to clear it. But these guys are just not dying. Oh, the Ironbound Frost Hearts are so annoying. Said I did. It's pretty good. That's a good point. I could be using that here. I'm far enough away where I can actually leave. I think. Okay. This formless jellyfish is kind of scaring me. I don't know why this jellyfish is just taking no damage. He just refuses to get hurt. Yeah, Peyton, that's what I did. All right, let's go ahead and read Revelation and see where the tower is. So the tower is here. This well, it's one of these two yellow dots is where we need to go if we're trying to find there's two shops or portals, right? So let's see if we can get there. I don't like rushing into vaults. It's cool. I wish I could get there more quickly, but I am stealthy. That's kind of a thing. Oh my god. So, Brackstone, that's a good question. That means I haven't used that staircase yet. So they always mark like which staircases you've used and which ones you haven't. These dire elephants are dire indeed. They just have so many HP. Yeah, Hermie, it's probably a temporary branch of the dungeon. So there is a very real possibility. Yeah, you hear that? You see in the bottom left, it says you hear the brisk crackle of a distant magical portal. That's kind of indicating to you that it's starting to close. Ah, man, there's just too many enemies. I just can't do this responsibly. Exactly, Hermie. Now you're getting it. I don't have enough MP. Now I do. It could actually be over here, too. No, that's the way out. Never mind. Oh my god, no! Where did that guy come from? I have been through this entire area. I did, Hermie. We have to run at this point and pray that he doesn't kill us with electricity. I'm going to try to hit him again. He stepped out of range. What kind of foresight does that guy have? So he blasted us with electricity. Good point, Ronnie. Ooh, he has a... Look at this, what he's got. He had the +9 rapier. Yippee! Yippee! 9 magic points, resist poison and flame. I mean, it's not bad. Interesting. Yeah. We cannot let them merge. We got to kill these things. Yeah. I really, really want to get the portal, but I just have to do the vaults in a methodical manner. Alex, good evening. Good to see you. We'll be playing more Chronicron. Do you think that the spellcaster is a bad character to choose? Did you say hi, Alex? I didn't see you. Sometimes the YouTube chat doesn't go through, my friend. I'm sorry. By the way, Alex, I had another question. I booted up Fumes on Steam Deck just to try it out before I made a video on it. How do you get cargo to deliver to the different factions? Is that just delivering, like, the weapon power-ups that you get? Or is there something else? I've just been driving around trying to upgrade my upgrades. upgrade my suspension, my guns. Okay. In the salvage truck? Oh. You mean you take it from the salvage truck? The guy that gives you your upgrades? I didn't realize that. All right. Boggart. Boggart. Sanguine Talisman. Oh, okay, Alex. Yeah, I have a small cargo slot that can hold 2, I think, and I've upgraded it a few times. So, Sid is asking what my sprite is. It is it's supposed to be like a poltergeist, but it's holding a staff, and it has a little teeny shield. So I'm like, Peeves. Okay, this guy is trying to summon a crystal guardian, which is completely unacceptable. Oh, okay, Alex, thank you. All right, I gotta run. I hate how these ugly things can open doors. Yeah, right. Who are you trying to fool? Level 20. Oh, okay, Alex. Man, I'm getting blasted by this centaur. I just don't have enough spell points to hit it. Yes, Hermie. Alright, we got him with Mind Blast. Thank goodness. God, what a jerk. Alright, how's Conjurations? It's going fine. We got it to 9. 91% fail on Firestorm. That's right, Sid. It really is, Hermie. It's kind of deceptive in the sense that, like, I'm just being lazy about it, but the vaults are just, like, when you go into the vaults as... It's a very common branch to get a rune from. It's easier, in my opinion. The vaults are like... Melee classes really enjoy it because it's just a bunch of enemies with high hit points that want to fight you. And it's not too many tricky things. It's just, like... meat shields. They can do damage, though. But what's unfortunate is that there's just so many of them. Yeah, Bragg, it is. You can't even get in here until you get a rune. So it's kind of meant to be a little bit of a later thing. You need both damage and hit points, or you're dead. Training dummy. Now that I'm not familiar with. I guess that's where they're practicing. Alright, so that's where the doorway was to the other realm that's now gone. Because... you could have raced to it, but it just seemed too risky for me. I'm at 2% fail on ignition, because we've boosted our spellcasting and our conjurations. So these idiots are hiding behind translucent wall, which is really annoying. Probably all of it, Hermie. There's a shop. Ooh, is it a real shop? It's a jewelry emporium. Darn. I was really hoping when I saw jewelry emporium, it was going to be artifact, but it's not. I could buy some rings to identify them, but oh my god, that's just a terrible doorway to open. I'm not that enthused about it. All poo. Man, I was so worried about those cave trolls. One ignition ripped them to pieces. Trolls no like of the fire. All right. Hey, there's Gozag. Okay, first floor done. Now, if you think this is hard, the final floor, it's either the fourth or the fifth floor, the vaults, is unbelievably diabolical. It's where many characters go to die. And we're going to hope that it's not us. Stone Giant is scary. He's going to be throwing stuff at us, which we don't want. Yeah, it will work well. We just have to hope that it does enough damage. It depends on the layout. Well, that's a good point, Alex. The problem with the fifth floor is that you're surrounded when you enter. Now, if oh god, the scary thing would be that there is something that closes the door and there are some dragons that have access to the starter area and we can't clear them. It really is. They love it. Oh, boy. Okay. So, this enemy right here is also one of the harder enemies in the game. And so Mara will duplicate you and make you fight yourself. And also, Mara has a bolt of fire that does 3 dice 27. Mara is resisting everything. So the question is, what do we do here? Now, I can make a duplicate of Mara, which I will do, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. You got to get that custom ordered. I'm going to File of Floods Mara and hope that it... So Mara is engulfed in water, so theoretically, when engulfed, Mara cannot cast spells. So I'm hoping that Mara can't use any magic for a second here, and we can take advantage of this. I'm going to use lightning. 1, 2, 3. That's a lot of Maras. We're going to go ahead and hit Mara in the middle again. I don't know which one is which. This says ally target. Oh, no, that just means it's my... We got it. Got it. Yeah, so Mara was engulfed, which means, like, we just basically used our File of Floods to spray a huge amount of water at Mara. And then while Mara is engulfed in the water, it's like... they can't cast spells because it's, like, going down their throat. It's, like, all over them. And then... once they stepped out of the water, they're no longer engulfed. But then we just used all of our evocables. So, the damage missed, but the engulf hit, is what I think happened. The File of Floods can do damage when the water comes out. I think she dodged taking damage, but she got engulfed. So I used all of my evocable items, which is good for killing Mara, but bad for having, you know, my Phantom Mirror and my... Exactly, Ronnie. That's what happened. All right. What's your resist fire? I mean, I assume it's... Sometimes it just doesn't say. I guess nothing. Ironbound Mechanist, okay. So this guy's going to try to summon, like, siege equipment to kill us. We don't like that at all. Alright. So what we got to do is... we got to kill enough stuff so that we can get all of our stuff enchanted again. We got to charge up all of our evocables. So, let me see. Conjurations is at about 20 to level it up. I think I might set a limit on that to skill target 11, and then we reassess. God, Firestorm 86. I need to go higher. I hate to do it, but I need to go to, like... I just need to go higher to try to get Firestorm happening. And I feel like I'll probably need that. Some kind of, you know, massive spell like that. Now, I can wear a Ring of Wizardry. It's a possibility. Prefer not to. That's the thing, unfortunately, Hermie, which is that magic hats and gloves just barely exist. This guy resisted my 80%. There you go. Twice. That was not fair. Where'd you get that? He just busted out a crossbow. Shame on you. Oh, he marked us. Okay, we gotta get out of here. We've been marked. Oh, good God. It turned sour. I had no MP, so I was just kind of like trying to skate by. We're in really bad shape. So I have to immediately blink. Mark tells everyone aggroes everyone and tells everyone exactly where we are. It is not good. So I drank a potion of haste so I could try to run. And we made it. So that cost me a blink and a haste. But I had to do it because we would have died. I had no magic points. I just got really greedy. I was just like, oh, it's just one little idiot. Oh my god. Wouldn't that have been terrible? Great orb of eyes. Oh boy. Well, I am too, but I'm too proud to admit that. I don't like that I don't have enough magic to cast my spells. It's annoying. I want to just keep casting the spell button, just pushing it again and again, with no reprisal. Why can't you just let me cast my spells permanently? Oh my god. Okay, so we've got Zatahua over there, and that's a really scary named enemy. So this is a dragon. Yeah, fading. That's a good point. Is the X on resist cold like I'm super vulnerable to cold, or I can't take cold damage? Yeah, I mean, like, it's usually a minus if they have, like, a susceptibility. Does X mean, like, meh, okay, that's fine. I have to run away anyway. I don't have enough magic points to engage here. Okay, yeah. Makes sense, thank you. So I do have some cold that I can use. Whatever, you ain't closing the door on me. You wish. But yeah, this is what happens to me in the vaults, is like, these jerks just have so many hit points that, yeah, I keep forgetting you can't spam... Ooh, Peacekeepers are really hard. You can't spam ignition, or, irradiate. Yeah, it's just my best single target nuke, unfortunately. It's too expensive, but it just does the right kind of damage. Like, I could think about you know, a better single target. Yeah, it's the best option I have. It's just, you're right. You know, it's a little bit too many MP to use. So it takes, like... That is a Crystal Guardian. Oh, he can't be hit by Fireball? Okay, I didn't mean to go towards him. What do I do if he can't be hit? I can't hit this guy with any... Like, what am I supposed to hit this guy with? Most forms of magic. It's a problem. Hilarious, Sid. I think what I try to do is... the Rapier is okay, but he does have 4 armor class pips, and I have no training in it. Stone is okay. I think what I do is I try to polymorph him. Infinite will. Not possible. I would accept another enemy of his level that I could hit with spells. So that's why I wanted to try to polymorph him, but it's not possible. It might be a situation where I just avoid him. Now, I do have... some spells do physical damage. I can't remember if Ignition does. I know that a lot of cold will do some physical damage. Irradiate would work, actually. I think. So irradiate, I think it just does physical. It doesn't do a damage that they can reduce. Mavis is fine with me. This might be it, but I have to be next to them. Now, in terms of the mirror is back. Lightning doesn't work. I should be able to use the Wand of Digging and just blast a hole through him. I don't know if there's a way to the stairs over here. This looks like a dead end. That's a good point. Said we could try Cacophony and see if that would give us the edge. You hear a shout. You hear a horrible gurgling sound. Not ideal. Okay, well, there's the other dragon. All right, so what do we do? I gotta just start ice blasting. I'm getting killed by this stupid Yaktar captain. I don't like my hit points at all. The Yaktar did way more damage than I wanted. What am I going to do to this guy? Three dice 40 sounds really, really bad for me. I do have my ice wand. I just don't think it's going to be enough. Because if you look at my... I'm thinking I'm going to have to just teleport. My fire resist is good. It's 2 out of 3. So I would reduce a lot of that damage. I have to teleport. Okay, that's right. I forgot. I read a scroll of Torment. And Torment doesn't hit me, but it works on them. I think I got him. Yeah, we got him. So I had to use one more irradiate. Torment really, really hurt them. I'm contaminated, though, so I have to be really concerned about that. I need to find a nice quiet place, but I'm not in an area with a quiet place. I'm actually... Yeah. It's scary, Victory. This is... At this point in the game, it starts getting just really, really scary. The enemies are just very powerful. I could drink cancellation. I do have 2. I think it'll wear off soon enough. I'm just going to try to use my stealth and skate to these steps. Okay, we're good. I can rest and get rid of the contamination. We're good. Got it. Now, the only thing we don't want is that crystal jerk. But we did find the way down over here. We actually found several ways down. What is this? Soul Splinter. Sure. Sounds fun. I mean, not for the person you cast it on, but for the caster. Get a little giggle out of that one. Alright, so he summoned a... He did drop his scales as armor for sure. The problem, Hermie, is that this character can't wear armor of any kind. But for another character, that would be good. I'll go look at it, though. So there's, it's actually more common than you would think. It's not super common, but there's several different sets of dragon scale armor that you can get. It used to be really complicated where you would have to get the scales and then use enchant armor scrolls on the scales to turn it into armor. But now it just drops it as a full set of armor. The best, if you're a melee character, are golden dragon scales, because they give you resist fire, poison, and cold, and they have an insane base armor class. They're super heavy, but they're great. You can get fire dragon scales, ice dragon, steam dragon, quicksilver dragon, pearl dragon. There's different sets for different types of characters, but these scales should be really good. I think they operate... let's go see what they do. Oh, God. Not that guy. If this guy comes in here, we're just not happy. I want to go see the armor, but if he wanders in here, we have to just go down the steps. My plan is to just avoid that guy altogether. All right. You can. It's just that this guy is guarding it, and if I wake him up, he's just going to start shooting laser beams at me and kill my character. Or be a problem. So I'm going to leave that door closed, and just hope that he doesn't come over here. Look at this guy. This preserver is just like absolutely refusing to take damage. And I don't care for it at all. Oh, I see what you mean. I don't know if you can do that. No, I can't examine if I'm not on the screen. Oh, here's what I can do though, Hermie. I can search for no. Oh wait. Yeah. So here you go. It just filters it out because I can't use it. But this is it. Oh, I did not mean to go to it. Oh my god. Alright, they're just fire dragon scales. Oh god, get me out of here. I was trying to inspect it from that screen. They're +3, which is good. Charming, Ice Blast, sure. Why is this guy over here? I hate this. I'm getting surrounded. It should be. You're absolutely right about that. I'm out of spell points to a large degree, and I have this guy right next to me who I don't like seeing. Yeah. I guess that totally worked. Good idea. Just gonna poison everybody more. Start walking. Just hope that this poison does enough for me here. Wow. That was a good roll on that fireball. Killed them both. Oh, I got confused. All right, well. Less than good. All right, I got to drink a potion of... Curing? Yeah. This guy didn't die. He's dead now. How did you guys find me at my summer home? Man, I did a really bad job of cleaning this. Oh god, cleaning this place out. All right. A bunch of absolute animals down here. This is the vaults for you. It's just classic vaults. It's just like, they just keep coming. Like, you're killing them, but you just can't keep up, even with Vehement, because they just have so many hit points, and there's just so many. Hey, good books. Good evening, my friend. Thank you so much for the raid. Good evening, raiders. Good evening, everyone. Hey, Dev. Good evening. Good to see you. Awesome. Good books. Thank you so much, everyone, for rating and for following. I hope you're doing well. We're trying to keep this little poltergeist alive here. Good point, books. Here we go. Oh, good, Sid. You know, that's awesome, Books. I actually got Daggerfall recently, but I need to play more of it. Uh-oh, they locked the doors on me. Shame on you. Okay, I'll take that into consideration. Thank you. Yeah, sometimes games can be like that, so I'll try to push through. This ring is resist fire, resist corrosion, and Slayer. Yeah, we don't want that. That's right, Hermie. He made a mistake. He was like, "You're locked in." I'm like, "I know. You're locked in." Then he cried. Alright, so Conjurations is now more expensive than just training spellcasting and almost as much as Fire Magic. But Firestorm itself is to 71%. So we're getting closer. Gosh, what do I feel good about trying to level up? I know, Hermie. It's way too scary. It's not even close to being good. I think I just almost want to set Fire Magic and then just leave it. I could do fighting and dodging a little bit if I wanted to have some survivability, but if I want to get a big spell online, yeah, I was trying to... I don't think I have played Darkwood. Yeah, fading. I feel you. I think that's a good point, Hermie, but I think that Shields is so high that I don't think I'm going to get any relief from it. I was playing Ultima Underworld recently, and that's a wild first-person sandbox RPG, but it's very difficult. Wizardry 8 has been super fun in terms of a first-person RPG. They really did a good job with that, transitioning the kind of traditional turn-based wizardry into an FPS with turn-based combat. Love it. I'll stick with Conjurations for a bit longer. It's fine. So the Polterguardian is, like us, a Poltergeist. He is not good against fire. Thank you, Books. Take care, my friend. Appreciate the raid. And the Daggerfall recommendation. I'll look into it. It's one of those games that the community has to have released some kind of support for. Like Exalt for Ultima 7. Not sure, but would be cool. Okay, we did it. So 21 and giving the intelligence. So the intelligence takes Firestorm to 67. So we're getting there? Question mark? What if I, just for a moment, throw on a Ring of Wizardry instead of the Ring of Magical Power? if I put on a Ring of Wizardry, Firestorm goes down to 34%. So it's there. What we'd love is, I'm going to not wear it, though, because I'm going to wear Magical Power, but it's something to think about. What we want is a hat of the Archmage, which would give us the Wizardry brand on a hat. It would just be so nice. What does this guy have? Some kind of annoying bolts? Or he had a wand, maybe? I got marked. We got to get out. Oh, dear God. I'm nowhere near a door up. How did that happen? Man, my path to get here without a door, that is odd. Okay, so I'm going to quaff a cancellation. I really don't want to do that. But it takes off the mark, and then I got to close the door. Oh my God, Ronnie, yes. Ultima 7 actually just did that to me. They were so upset with pirates that the lengths that you had to go to, even as an owner of the game, were absurd. You'd be like, oh wait, where'd I put that manual? Yeah, Brackstone, it was. It was like, they would do all this stuff because, I remember Zach McCracken and the Alien Mindbenders had this, code sheet that you had to use to play it, and it was an anti-piracy measure, and it was in black and red because at the time it was, impossible to photocopy it. They went hardcore to make it so you couldn't copy it, you couldn't disseminate it. Oh my God. Ah. I got to get on the wall. Okay, we killed it. But jeez, I almost died. So it was using a high-level air spell on us. And it's like those spells, if you're not next to a wall, you have no buffer for the damage. So you have to kind of make sure that you're next to a wall. It was. That was the worst Sphinx that you've ever seen. This guy can hit us really hard. He died. Yeah, Brackstone, I'm enjoying the old Ultimas myself. I might try Ultima Online. I understand that you could still play it. Ugh. Alright. Being slowed is not cool. I think I have my 2nd edition Player's Handbook still. I definitely have 3. I didn't get 3.5. I think I just photocopied that one. I think I remember sneaking into the office and just printing out at the work copier all 300 pages of the 3.5 Player's Handbook and just putting it in a 3-ring binder. I think they're trying. There's all these wars about copywriting that stuff and what's like, you know, open source and oh my God. What is this room? Disaster. Now, this is a room I could just quietly close the door, but instead, it's just a room that we do ignition on, and they're all dead. I really did. Oh no, not this guy. Stop being Crystal Guardians. There's a Storm Dragon as well. Alright, I need another way down that's not... Okay. He closed the door. What a monster. Alright, he brought in a bunch of guys. That actually was pretty monstrous. Alright, so Conjurations is at 14.6. I'm going to set a target of 15. Oh, sorry. I did not do that right. And then we'll switch to Fire Magic. 58, actually, 58% without Wizardry. I like to get to a certain level and just do one at a time. It just goes so slow, and I want to see the impact. That smoking artifact orc bow, you know it's good. Man, why isn't this guy taking damage? Why is he being a jerk? I have a feeling that the Searing Wretch doesn't care about my fire damage. Yeah, he's immune. That's a problem. He doesn't, like, care for poison either. Why gotta be like that? He just doesn't care about ice either. You'd think he would care about that. He is not impressed by anything that I'm doing. He's just looking at me angrily. This guy might kill me. Man, I used 2 irradiates, several charges of my wand. Oh, he has 160 hit points. I could try it. Yeah, he's dead. Good point. My stuff is fighting. I'm going to poison everybody. And then I'm going to ignite him. These Hell Knights are immune to They're also immune to, you know, fire, which is not good. But they're going to have to fight my stuff and get poisoned. So there's that. My gear is fighting. I'm just going to keep poisoning them until they die. They died. Well, you guys make a great point that cacophony is quite strong. Marjorie also doesn't care about fire, does she? Yeah. She's a lithe spellcaster in the service of hell. She doesn't have fire resistance. She just has a ton of hit points. Yeah, that was cool. That was all of our gear fighting that guy. So I'm going to poison her and just... We're just going to trade fireballs, I suppose. Yeah. She didn't do a good job trading them. Yeah, exactly. At this point, if they have no resistance, they are not in good shape. All right. And we're switching to fire magic. So we're at 54% with our current level of conjurations. Nobody. I don't trust this. A time-lost revenant risen not from the death of a single individual, but of many. Its bones fused together from the young and the elderly and different species altogether. Whether they were all the victims of a single massacre or 1,000 souls discarded over 1,000 years is impossible to say now. History does not remember them. Nobody, grudge of the unmourned. That's a pretty intimidating description. However, I think this is like an enemy that wants to do... What is this ability? Pyrrhic Recollection. Ignites a memory from the nimbus which surrounds nobody, temporarily granting them the knowledge of a powerful spell and healing their injuries. That's not good. This power is fleeting and will be extinguished after taking any significant amount of damage, but so long as any other memories remain, they cannot be put to rest for good. Wow, what a unique enemy. They do not resist fire. Yeah. It did not die. They exploded, and then they came back to life. Alright, now wait a minute. It's supposed to be dead. This is ridiculous. What is happening? It didn't... It said that, like... Alright. I don't have enough spell points to... I thought, like, it could make a memory that would come next to it, and... Yeah, but I thought, like, the way I read the description was wrong. I guess what I thought was it would summon a memory next to it, which would give us these powers. But if I hit it and did enough damage, then that memory would fizzle. But it looks like, even without anything summoned, if I kill it, it just explodes and gets resummoned. That's what I thought too, Hermie. But it seems to just not need that. Like, he just teleported next to me, which is... I don't like that. I think we got it. Yeah, we got it. Nobody's dead. All right. I don't think it does, but you could set a macro for doing stuff like that. All right, we got it. That's not good. I hope not, Fading. Don't tell anybody, but I'm not mourning him at all. I'm actually quite happy that he's dead. He's in the driveway? I hope not. Oh, no. Oh, no. I was going to close the door. This jerk blocked the doorway. All right. I got to run. Oh, no. Oh, God. I've been living on the razor's edge with these guys. It's on cooldown. It's on cooldown. I gotta run. Look at this description. The Crystal Guardian glitters, immutable and inevitable in the dim dungeon light. It's what it feels like. I wish that Cacophony was like, I haven't used it for several levels. I wish it gave you, you know, charges, like you could save it up. So something I am curious about with this guy, let's just say he has infinite will, so he's not going to be hit. Okay. You see what he just did? He just did 40 damage to me. I tried to throw a Cure Dart, like, hoping that maybe that would do something. No. He almost killed us, just right there. This is a terrifying enemy for us. So we need to go to a different staircase altogether. Okay, that's the worst. How about another staircase? You got one? I'm wearing Acrobat, right? I'm wearing Reflection. Yeah, it just doesn't always work. All right. So what we need to do is there's several paths down. I think we just skip the rest of this level because the Crystal Guardians are just a disaster for us. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to see what happens when we go down. But before we do that, so Firestorm is 50% with my current spells. If I put on Wizardry instead of Magical Power, it's still 22%. It's getting closer, but it's not reasonable. Yes, it does, Hermie. So, I mean, I can memorize it, sure. So, Firestorm. It calls forth a mighty storm of roaring flame directly onto the target. So it's single target, dealing damage in a large area, but then, actually large area. Half of its damage bypasses fire resistance. So it's doing, currently, if I were to cast it, it's doing 8 dice 17. Yes. No. I don't know if it bypasses immunity. We could see about that, but most things are not just strictly immune. Alright, so we're going to get our spell points back. How much haste do I have? Now, I could cast Drink Brilliance. Let me look at that. Is Brilliance just damage, or is it also ease of casting? Increases the power of your spells and halves your magic cost. So we're definitely going to drink this. I think I might drink Brilliance, drink Haste, then drop down, and then read Torment, and then just start blowing everything up. So here we go. So you'll see as soon as you come down to Vaults 5, you are surrounded by Vault Guards, 24 on the screen, a Shaman, and a Death Drake. So if I read Torment, I do, a third of their life, so they're all hurt. And we're going to quiver... no. Ignition. How about that? So that's how you turn 24 Vault Guardians into just their weapons and armor. That's because of Brilliance and because we softened them up with Torment. And we also level up to 22, so we get Cacophony back just in case if we have to fight any of those guys. Well, that was a shapeshifter. So we're not out of the woods. I mean, there's going to be a lot of enemies that are going to converge on this area, but ooh, Ancient Lich is not great. Yeah, they don't care about fire, do they? What kind of liches don't take fire damage? Huh? Oh, they do. They will. Eventually they will. irradiate. There's an invisible guy right next to me. I guess, Ronnie. So our mana is insane because the Potion of Brilliance makes it so our spells are casting at half mana for the cost, and then the Human is just giving us mana back whenever we kill stuff, which is quite frequent. All right. I had to irradiate right there. Yeah, good idea. I might have to leave. So, no, we didn't. I don't know why poison doesn't count as a debuff. It might need to be something else. So here's the issue. The Fire Giant and the Red Very Ugly Thing are probably not going to take a lot of fire damage, and they're going to be up on me really, really soon. And I can't irradiate safely right now because I'm contaminated from using it before. We do, but we don't need it. That's a great point, but we don't quite need it right here. It's scary, but it's not the end of the world. Here's what I'm going to do, though. I am going to Hailstorm. Okay, good. All right, we got the Fire Giant. There's still the Ancient Lich and the Shadow Dragon, but the Shadow Dragon does negative energy. Hey, Joe, what's up, my friend? Thank you for subscribing. I'm just going to keep on igniting until I can't anymore. This Lich turning invisible, it's so annoying. Somebody hit me with a crystal spear. It's the Lich. Okay, I had to irradiate. I didn't want to, but my contamination had waned, so that guy's dead. Fire magic up to level 21. I mean, obviously, we're getting a bajillion experience points right here. So, this is the hardest parts of Vaults 5, is this moment. And what you're going to see on the map is that there are 4 quadrants: northeast, southeast, northwest, southwest, and they have these diagonal openings that lead into this central staircase area. This area that I'm standing in is the only place that the stairs are in this entire floor. So if you can't control this central point, you're ruined, because you can't escape, and then you can't come back down easily without getting wrecked by enemies. So we've done a good job so far, but because of all the noise, we're still going to have a trickle of enemies from each of the quadrants kind of converging on us, but we've killed so many of them at this point that for the most part, unless there's some named guys, we've seen all of the really, really challenging stuff that this has to offer. The Ancient Liches, the Titans, the Shadow Dragons, those are the kind of most scary things. Crystal Guardians would be really annoying, but I don't think there's, hopefully we can avoid it if there is one. I'm going to go up and rest, though. I hate to lose my haste and my brilliance. Well, I could just drink, a healing or something. Okay, there's a Deep Elf High Priest. Like, that guy's easy. We can just fireball that guy, and he's gone. The healing potions just give you so little. Alright. That guy blasted us with electricity. That could kill us. Right, Hermie. I mean, it's not a bad idea. Victory. Thank you, my friend. We're working on it. We're trying to stay alive. Okay. This is why I never use my consumables, because I always save them for these moments. But this is such a brutal game where it's like, you only know about this because you've died here many, many times. And then you learn how brutal this can be. And then you know exactly like what to expect. Now, I'm low on hit points, but I'm just being greedy to save my potions. I've lost haste. I just have brilliance. Okay. I'm going up. We could see if there's any more brilliance. Nah, just the one I have. Exactly. Exactly, Hermie. It's time to leave because, as you mentioned, we aren't getting the benefit of half spell mana or half spell cost anymore. And we've killed enough stuff. We did what we needed to do there. Now we just dip back in. And you want to kind of explore this a little bit slowly. I like to move out each cardinal direction because if you auto-explore too quickly, there's a chance that you will get away from the stairs, and you just can't. Yeah, okay, so there's a gold dragon. That's also something that's not what you want to see. I need to get out of this poison. Alright, so it's just me and the gold dragon. The gold dragon has resist to everything, but only one pip. It's not a bad idea. I just want to keep the exit that I'm using because the Crystal Guardian. I don't want to come up the steps by the Crystal Guardian. Why is this guy not dying? Why? He just hangs on with this like last little bit of health. It's annoying. There he goes. All right. What's over here? Okay, just kind of meandering here. Just clearing out a bit. Usually you can use the main hallways for escape if you have to. All right. So at this point, now we can just go into one of these quadrants and see if we can get the rune. Auto Explorer is just taking us to all the loot. All right. Ogre Mage. Ah. Ugh. You can, Hermie. But auto explore will automatically take me to artifact stuff, and what I like to do is just search for artifact itself as a property. I don't like these enemies. Ah, yep, this is what you get. Yeah, slow is bad, and then Titan and Gold Dragon also not good. Yeah, Ronnie. Maybe he's been asleep too long, you know? I actually don't even want to hit this Lich that much, or this Titan, just because then I'm going to have the Gold Dragon on me. All right. I'm no longer slow. Lightning Rod is just not going to do it. I don't think that this guy cares about electricity. He's immune, yeah. I don't know what it is, but maybe they just took it out of the game, but or I just have been unlucky, but I haven't gotten any ray type wands. Like, I have no wands that do ray damage, like meaning a line of piercing damage. I only have exploding AoE wands that were single target wands like Wand of Flame, which is completely useless. Lightning Rod is a ray, but he doesn't care. Mind Burst is will based, so they don't care. Might be something I look at. Like, is there a... Yeah, I could just get Searing Ray. It's not quite good enough. Maybe Flame Wave. I have 9 spell levels. You know, do I want to memorize some other huge spell that would do that for me? I could even get Bombard at this point. Now, these are too hard, but I do need to think about that. Yeah, you can get that. It's just hard to make it work. You have to touch them, you have to hit, and then it takes a while for it to work, and you don't know where they're going to go. But yeah, you could do that. This guy's not taking the poison damage at all. You're supposed to be getting poisoned here, buddy. Okay, good. It's kind of what I wanted him to do. So I could just do that to him. All right, so he died from poison, and the Gold Dragon is here. The poison doesn't hurt me. Okay. I don't have enough magic points to fight this guy is the issue. So I have to go up. Now, when I go back down, the dragon will be right next to me, which I just have to accept. We're going to irradiate once and twice, and then we're going to just fireball. And he dies. And Firestorm, 36%. I'm still just training fire magic. It helps every spell that I'm using. Like if I look at, for example, Fireball is at 68% power for me. So Conjurations would be good too. Ignition is just pure fire, so we're at 60% power. So we just want to get fire higher for something like this too. So this is Bazuan, who... Okay, well, she doesn't like fire. Does she care about poison? Yeah, she doesn't. Poison doesn't do anything to her, but Fireball is not her friend. All right, dead. Oh, she dropped her talisman. Pretty much, Brackstone. It's like, oh, if you don't care about fire, then I have something for you that you're not gonna want to see. This is a slight problem. It didn't have to go like this. Don't do it. Okay. He did it. So they locked the doors, but they didn't lock all of them. So we have to kind of sneak back down here and pray there's no more jerks. There we go. Okay, so we're doing a good job. There's still some enemies that we have to filter through. We're just going to be doing this, kind of cleaning up the trash. But we took care of the hard part of the vaults. Now we have 2 runes, Barnacle and Gossamer. We're hoping to get the silver rune here from the vaults, and then we'll have 3, which will allow us to go into the depths to enter Zot's realm and attempt to get the orb and get the hell out with a victory. We're doing well. We had some brushes with death and some really hard stuff, but I'm happy. Yeah, it's going to be white-knuckled, but if we can get Firestorm online, I feel really, really good about our spell kit. Everyone, it is my bedtime. I want to say thank you so much for coming out and playing some Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. Such an awesome game. This character is really fun. Just hope that we can survive till the bitter end. Tomorrow we'll be back with some No Man's Sky if you'd like to stop by and check it out. Hermie, Ronnie, Victory, Sid, Brackstone, Alex, Said No One, Fading, Books, Jester, Gel, Crab, Chef Smitty, Dragon Master, Ronnie, Brackstone, Axeman, It's Your Not Your, everyone out there. Take care. Have a great one.